But last but not least, I want to present Anat Horowitz. Anat is the initiator, co-founder, and coordinator of Women Health and Life and Dignity Project, Isha Leisha, in Haifa Feminist Center. Anat, we're happy to have you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anat Horowitz, and I'm the initiator and the co-founder and the coordinator of the Women Health and Life and Dignity Project. Oops, sorry. As Michal said, I'm from Isha Leisha Haifa Feminist Center, and my name is Anat Horowitz, and I'm the initiator, the co-founder, and the coordinator of the Women Life and the Women Health and Life and Dignity Project that was founded in 2012. It deals with invisible diseases as endometriosis, fibromyalgia, Meniere disease, and intersections with women. That those ailments are not recognized to get fixed benefit from the Social Security of Israel, and also the long diagnosed years until those women get the name of the non-diagnosed illness. I want to thank very much the WH. Nice donation that they could come here and speak. It started from personal life experiences. I have a mother who is ill with Meniere disease many years, and my co-founder has other diseases that I won't mention. It's a own private thing, but it's a social activist feminist run by ill women for other transparent ill illnesses women. That's we relatively try to control our health to get and also our rights. We collaborate with social change organizations, philanthropic foundations, and the establishment. We did in May on Haifa our last conference that also Sarah attended and participated as other collaborators as Clalit, Carmel Hospital, and the Haifa municipality. We are the first and the only initiative that deals with a feminist view on those ailments together with the gender aspect. And we hosted the retirement party film in our conference in a medical view. You can go to see what the retirement film. It's an Israeli production of a woman ill in fibromyalgia, but we took it as an example of what other ladies suffer from those ailments that I spoke before. First of all, I wanted to say, I heard today in the morning in the Israel Innovation Authority conference that they support channels and subjects that mostly are for technologies or other things. And even here in this conference, I heard a lot about labor, pregnancy, menopause, cervical cancer, breast cancer, and so. I hardly heard about the place that any social woman innovations can get the same strategies and the same value as men get in technologies investments. I think social investments are not less than technologies. When you have no battery, when you have no electricity, any device cannot work. And when you go to your doctor and you speak with him and he hears your hardships, sometimes it's not even less than any technology. The old way, the old system. So what we say is we cannot separate the health from the private sphere to the public sphere. Women it's the same. Also the house or the work or friends or family, it's the same for the women because they run from one place to the other all day, every day almost. And the unmet starts with attitudes concerning the woman's daily life, not taking it into consideration as part of any solution as an individual and as a collective. it starts from the personal life, and like in my own experience, it took me years to understand that my non-nail problem is not just me. It's something built as a government agenda, not 1 year or 2 years, if I may say even 70 years. And if you asked about opportunities, is to change the daily reality of women by inclusive gender prism, according to our knowledge. And we think that creating public interest, increasing investment, support, research, policy, and innovation solutions, everything is important to women, not something, not separated. We need everything. Even here, my colleague spoke that even women has power, but they don't have the opportunities to take out their wisdom and to share it with the world and to make the difference. So it will be, I think, fascinating to see the call to action. Every one of you spoke. And I think that if women are ill and cannot work, they become poor. It affects their family. And if 50% of society are women, so 50% of nation health depends on it. So women are poorer than men, they earn less than men, and their economic social rights are less than men. So if a woman, more or less, earns 35% less than a man, so also her savings, her pension rights, everything is less in the same level. And if something happens and she cannot work, the possibility that she can cure herself with private medicine or whatever, it's less. She doesn't have the means to do it. And when I'm asked how many women are ill in your project, I say I don't know for sure, since there aren't any based social researches as much as we know. And I would like to please to participate in my conference 2 months ago. I'm a single mother, I have 5 children, and I've been divorced twice. My eldest son is 31 years old, and my youngest one is 6 years old. Without our family, we cannot survive. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia just 2 years ago. I wasn't aware of the information provided here. Up to today, I felt alone. And a week ago, I planned to commit suicide due to my hardships related to Passover. I'm unemployed and it is very difficult to support a big family, but I didn't do it. Thinking of my eldest son wedding in 4 months and of my youngest son. Thank you for this conference, which enables me to feel closer to you and others. End of quotation. I would like also to thank my organization and really to...
Thank you at the end. We will have time for thanks. Do you have any... Thank you so much, Dovana. I'm thanking. Do you have any questions you would want to address or not?
What exactly are you, how do you raise the awareness in your activities?
First of all, everything is voluntarily. We are 3 or 4 women. We are a little group of 3 or 4 women. Most of them are ill. They cannot do so much. But we try to make some a little bit lectures, and what we need is support. That's our big problem.
I was going to ask, you were talking earlier about the not getting social benefits. I'm sure you've tried. Whom have you approached and what happened?
First of all, I want to say that in Israel, as far as I know, those in my private case, there are 2 options, or to get mental benefits of a mental illness, or not to get anything. My mother decided not to get through mental illness because the inner ear doesn't have nothing to do with mental illness. It's a war, because you pay all your life to the minute when you need it, you will get your rights. But in life, it doesn't occur. I tried everything you can imagine. And it's impossible to say, but I can just say that I went to learn about her disease in the Technion Med School library, and I came out with horrible conclusions because what I've read, I mean, from scientific medical view, it's a very hard disease. The inner ear as an organ system is very complicated. And what can I say?